This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by Freshly, chef-cooked healthy meals delivered to your door. Save $40 off the 6-meal plan for first-time users with code MMA639. J&P Cycles, the best aftermarket parts and accessories for your motorcycle. Save up to 30% off with code MMAN. Liquid Web, save 34% off for 3 months with code MMAN34OFF. Protect-A-Bed, shield your mattress and pillows from allergens, dust mites, and moisture. Save 20% off with code MMA Nuts. Defense Soap, the ultimate soap for wrestlers, jiu-jitsu, and MMA athletes with the new peppermint oil bars and shower gel. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off. Hey fans, it's MMA Nuts, episode 363!
363!
My name is Ingo Whitaker.
Matt Griffith, MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans. We're walking the line between serious and ridiculous. What's happening, Don Juan?
Nothing, sir. I'm hanging low and slow, my brother.
That is the tempo.
Low and slow.
Let's see where to start. I'll just throw in a story because I forgot to tell you this one the other day. So I was at the back doctor the other day. He's like, because I've told him, we do a podcast, nothing, this and that. And he's like, yeah, I was at the bar hanging out with my buddies the other day. It's like they had some fights on. And it wasn't that MMA that you were talking about. It was something else. I'm going, Like, all right. Was it UFC? He's like, yeah, it was UFC. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Do I correct him right now? I'll just go with the quick correction.
Did he have his hand in your ass?
No, this is a back doctor. But wait, they're not supposed to do that either?
No.
Fucking assholes. Tricked again? So I just give him a quick correction. I'm like, it's both the same thing. MMA, UFC, it's the same. It's like, yeah, these two women were fighting. It was great. And then I said, oh, that must have been Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Rose Namajunas. Like, oh, yeah, the women were fighting. It was a great, oh my God, it's so exciting. I get you. I feel you. Like, I didn't watch anything else, but just that one. And it's cool to see someone who's obviously, which I don't even understand, is fucking 2017, never seen an MMA, or I'm sorry, a UFC fight. Because he thinks the two things are two different things, but interesting nonetheless.
You know, I remember when I first started getting into that sport and how great it all felt. I wish I could go back there. What happened?
It's a long journey.
Yeah, so much has changed. Like, man, it was so exciting. I'm waiting for those days to come back. We need something like that, you know?
Well, I think step one is you need a heavyweight. You need a fucking Brock Lesnar. Because remember, when he was around, you have a fucking destroyer of worlds.
We have that now, Matt.
I know, and that's like, what's happening?
There's this guy.
He does these things.
Yes, and apparently Ngannou is gonna face Miocic at UFC 220 in Boston.
Nice.
That shit's happening January 20th. And that guy is extremely scary. Anthony Rumble Johnson had said things about this man and was like, that guy hits hard. And dude, I don't know, man. I have never seen anyone get starched at heavyweight like Overeem got starched. I mean, that was ridiculous. He was out for...
He's dead. He's dead. Knocked his fucking head off.
Yeah.
Look at a video game.
You gotta, as a fighter, if you're going in to fight that guy, you gotta go, oh shit, like this guy's crazy. I'm gonna die in here. Like, if I'm Miocic, I mean, I know he's tough, but I'm thinking, damn, I better get this fight to the ground or something.
Yeah, you better hope
oh my God.
You can tire this man out and use your wrestling because, man...
It's
That's
ridiculous.
frightening.
Very frightening. So I wonder, though, if this is, I hope that it's not the case, of a guy who's only faced strikers a lot, and once he hits a wrestler, it's like,
well, again, you got to get him down. And you got to get in the range. And if you can time that uppercut again, all bets are off. And I forgot this. With Stipe Miocic fighting, we do have 2 signed gloves from Stipe Miocic that were given to us from Bad Boy. That we need to give away here in the next few weeks, so
Sweet.
I'll have to do something special for those. But back to that fight, I think Miocic...
I got something special for those clothes.
You're damn right, there's 2 of them. Okay. One goes in, one goes out.
That's right.
Choo-choo! Motherfucker.
There you go.
I think Miocic is the underdog in that fight.
Well, he should be, because I think if he wins this fight, he will have defended the belt more than anyone ever in the history of the heavyweight division.
So I think just based on that fact, you're at a severe disadvantage to win this 3rd fight.
Yep. Interesting. I'm interested. I hope they make that card great.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about great cards. So
Okay.
here we go.
Whoa.
The Detroit Free Press wrote an article saying UFC in 218 in Detroit lacked great fights, novel production, and was underwhelming. Here's some quotes from said article. The event largely lacked star power and the wow factor. White told me last week he predicted the fight between Eddie Alvarez and Justin Gaethje would be the fight of the night. It was a good fight, but not a great fight. Yawn.
What?
If you want any proof that the event lacked a certain dazzle factor, all you had to do was look in the crowd and see who wasn't there. No Detroit luminaries, no Eminem, no Kid Rock, no Tommy Hearns, nobody. Big stars only show up for big events. Come big or don't come at all.
Wow, that's a shitty ass article. What the hell?
What the fuck is this?
Maybe Eminem doesn't like MMA. Have you ever seen Eminem at an MMA event?
What the fuck does any of that have to do with the stars being at the event have to do with how good the event is? You had Gaethje versus Eddie Alvarez, which is contender for fight of the year. You had fucking Ngannou just about kill Overeem, which we were just talking about. And then you had Holloway versus Aldo too, which was a decent fight. Granted, the other two fights on the card sucked, but what are we doing here?
Hiring shitty journalists to write about something they know nothing about.
Yeah, I'm not even going to mention the guy's name, but hiring that dude to write that article would be like hiring me to write an article about PEDs and MMA and if they're good or bad. What do you think I'm going to say? I think everyone should be doing drugs, blah, PEDs. Fucking, you don't give the retard the keys to the car. What?
Sometimes you do.
Well, maybe you do.
If you want to have some fun.
Judge Wapner, okay? Judge Wapner. What else? What else you got going?
Oh, I was waiting. I thought you were going.
No, I'm not. I'm just pontificating.
Well, in weird news,
Rain Man.
GSP vacating his belt.
Yes.
Apparently, this colitis thing is a serious issue that we talked about a show or two ago.
So does that mean he's never going to fight again?
It's gray area.
Establish that?
He made a statement saying, my fight at UFC 217 was one of the greatest nights of my life, but I now need to take some time to focus on my health. Out of respect to the athletes in the sport, I don't want to hold up the division. I will be giving up my belt, and once I'm healthy, I look forward to working with the UFC to determine what's next in my career. So I'm wondering why all of a sudden GSP has stomach issues after, what, a very lengthy career in MMA without that. Any thoughts?
We maybe ask Brock Lesnar. It'd be the diet.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't Brock? Well, he had the diverticulitis. I think he was just eating meat and potatoes for goddamn every meal of his life. And I don't know if this is something that's been ongoing for GSP, but I know this training camp that he was trying to force down all sorts of different foods, and they were saying he was throwing up constantly, trying to, you know, do this, do that, almost to the point where he had to pull out of the fight. So I don't know if that's even something that goes back years, and I don't know why you get that. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of horse semen.
Rectally.
I don't know. But it begs the question, is he going to continue fighting, though?
I think it's not likely.
Yeah, I kind of lean that way, right?
Yeah.
He seems like everything, I think we mentioned that last show, like everything needs to be perfect for him to continue fighting.
Yeah, otherwise he won't do it.
Unless it's for Conor McGregor, because I think at this point he's kind of established, I'm fucked up, I'm only going to come back for the hugest fight ever, and it's going to have to be Conor McGregor.
Yeah, how much do you think he got paid for this fight?
He had to get Conor money.
Think?
Yeah.
10 mil?
Because I'm pretty sure his agents are hardballing the UFC.
Yeah.
I think 10. I don't know what was disclosed. Where did they? I don't remember where the fuck they just fought. GSP, Bisping. Where the fuck were we fighting? Was that in Vegas? I can't even remember.
I don't know.
Shows you how shitty my memory is.
You're not taking that on and shit?
I am, but apparently not enough.
Okay.
I'm only taking 2 pills, not the required 75.
Oh,
like, oh, your whole prescription or your whole subscription's gone in one day. Give me another $75. So you can save 10% off.
You can
go. Where it goes?
Use code MMANUTS, please.
Or what? No, I think you have to use our link now because we can't use fucking codes. But it's neither here nor there. So, so with that GSP thing being said, so now that makes the journeyman Robert Whitaker the undisputed middleweight champion, and they said that they are now going to do Luke Rockhold versus Robert Whitaker for the middleweight title, and I forget which event that was. I think it's 221, if that sounds right. I got to find my notes. But that seems to make the most sense, right? As far as the title for middleweight, right?
Yeah, I mean, Whitaker has been on a journey.
Sure has.
So, yeah, I mean, I would say that's an interesting fight, though.
I don't like Rockhold's chances.
I don't. I was going to say, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for him.
Yeah.
That's a dude with a lot of power in Whitaker.
And as you've seen, if you're super aggressive with punches, Rockhold likes to carry his hands low. Bisping knocked him out, and who the fuck was it? David Branch was super aggressive against Rockhold and was very successful early on. But there's a game plan to beating him. You've seen it in two guys. You just have to execute it, and I feel like Whitaker can execute that pretty heavily. So unless it goes to the ground, then it's all bets are off, because if Rockhold gets on top of you, you're done.
Yeah. Death by execution or by beauty, because he's a beautiful
by
man.
His modeling
He'll just like bling, and
yeah,
you'll be
I can't help it.
I'm so swoon. I submit.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Was that it? I got more news. All right. Mark Hunt medically cleared the fight, my friend. He's ready to go. Apparently.
Well, even lay it out more, because it was at the UFC's request. They flew him into Vegas and had him tested by all their doctors
at the Lou Ruvo Center for Brain Health.
So it's kind of weird. Let me ask this. So why didn't they do this testing before they pulled him out of that fight they were supposed to have the other day that Fabricio Verdum ended up stepping in for?
Why?
Right.
I think it was Dana throwing a shit fit about him going out public and saying nonsense.
Yeah, but again, doesn't this open like the door for another lawsuit? Like, he's already sued you once. You gonna sue you again? Because he could just make the same argument. You could test me without pulling me out of the fight, and he passed his own doctor's tests. So now he passes the UFC's test. It's just so stupid. And at the end of the day, I blame the UFC for throwing a boomerang in Colby Covington's face.
Okay.
Because
it's a snowball effect, you're saying.
Right. Because if they don't pull Mark Hunt out of that fight, Fabricio Verdum is never there. He never gets into that altercation with Colby Covington, and then he never throws that boomerang in Covington's face, and Covington never throws out like the faggot term or the gays or whatever he says. I'm not quite sure. Could have been Verdum. I think they have a problem with the gays. I'm just saying.
They do.
What else you got?
Last thing I have on my end is that Silva's coach.
Which one? Anderson?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Anderson Silva has said that tainted supplements are likely the source of his failed test.
I can buy that.
So I don't know what to say about this, but
this is the second time. What was the first time?
Dick pills.
Like someone gave me
dick pills or something, right?
Yeah.
But apparently, there's a strength coach of his that says he's been with Anderson.
Yeah. Remember that strength coach? Have you seen the pictures?
Oh yeah.
He's 60 huge. And like 320, solid, like the mountain, Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I mean, I'm torn because I feel like Anderson Silva has just went from the greatest to like the lowest of the low. It's just nonstop. Do you think there's a point where this guy is like in Bigfoot Silva territory? Are we getting in that? Are we near that?
No, because he's still competitive. Because remember, I thought he beat Michael Bisping. He knocked him out at the end of that one round. That's and then Bisping kind of stumbles back to his corner. I think he got help and assistance. I feel like that fight should have been over right then and there, but somehow saved by the bell. Again, just let the older guys use a little something. It's depressing. Or just export everybody to Bellator if we're not gonna let them play that game. If we're gonna keep playing this USADA bullshit, then let the other guy, let them out of their contract and let them continue fighting. I feel like he could still be successful, but at this stage in his career, he needs a little extra sauce, a little extra juice, right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Put them all over there, right?
Juice is the juice, baby.
That's right.
Inject that juice.
Yes. Angela Magana charges sexism for early stoppage of her UFC 218 fight. She tweeted this one out. She says, I need to walk in the cage with a banana on my shorts in a crew cut, and then maybe the ref will let the fight go. Men can fucking tap out from strikes and get hit, and the ref won't stop till 7 shots later after near-death experience. Excuse me. So do you think there's any truth to that? That the refs stop the women's fights earlier than the men's fights?
No. I don't recall a time where I thought that was the case. Do you have it?
No, and I actually think they let the women's fights go on longer than the men's fights for some reason.
Yeah.
And we've cited a few times, Chris Cyborg versus Jan Finney.
Oh, yes.
We're like, oh my God, please stop that.
Good example.
And then the other fight, you could look at, what is it, Ronda Rousey and Miocic Tate in Strikeforce, where she's obviously broken Misha's arm like 3 times during the fight, and then finally, when she's like bent it backwards and shoving it up her ass 90 degrees the wrong way, I'm not sure if Misha tapped that time, but I think they eventually stopped the fight.
Yeah.
Because I feel maybe it's just a case-by-case basis with the ref of whoever's reffing. I don't think it's a gender-based thing, but... No. Man, you're really grabbing at straws when you've lost, 5 in a row? Haven't won since 2011. And then she tweets out, I immediately asked for a rematch with the UFC, and they have released me after dropping 3 losses in a row. I'm thankful for opportunities and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Tell us how you really feel, Matt.
Shut the fuck up. It's such a shame that such... a woman so beautiful on the inside and the outside gets cut. How can they do that, Ingo?
I sense sarcasm in your voice.
3 losses. That's all the woman had. She brings so much to the sport. Like, I think an emotional support dog with her. She is very good at articulating herself on Twitter. She's very pro-bully.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I guess there was some bully shit going on online today. I couldn't get away from it on Twitter. Some kid was getting picked on, and Dana White got involved.
Oh, yeah, I saw that on Facebook today.
Every single fucking tweet in the Twitter timeline, support this kid, support this kid. And a lot of UFC fighters are saying some nice things, like, blah, 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 it'll be all right. Hey, Florian said, hey, if you ever want to train, you come down. I'll give you free lessons. Why does no one say, why don't you get out there and kick the living shit out of that person that's picking on you? I don't care if you need to bring a wiffle ball bat to school. You go there and fucking tee off on that bitch. Whoever gets in your way. I'm not saying bring a gun, but if you need a bat, maybe a bat. Maybe a lead pipe. But I feel like...
A lead pipe to school? Man, you better... Oh my God.
No, but I'm saying, if you can't handle it with the fisticuffs...
You went from a wiffle ball bat to like a lead pipe.
Okay. How about some sort of a stabbing type weapon?
A stabbing weapon? What are you talking about? Oh my God.
Like a harpoon. I don't know.
A harpoon?
Just wear a captain's hat. There she blows, motherfucker! As you stab it in a stabbing motion and go.
That's crazy.
I'm saying, I feel like...
I can feel this. The harpoon sounds cool, actually. Harpoon
seriously.
That motherfucker.
But not with the gun. Just ram it through. Yeah, tie it to the school bus. And hopefully it's winter. You'll do some skeeching or sketching, whatever you call that, on the back of the vehicle. Well, can we not tell him to fucking rise up? Beat some ass. Is that not acceptable in 2017?
No, it isn't. You know what? My son had this issue at school a month or so ago.
Give him a lead pipe. Just took that in his backpack.
It wasn't.
Hey, if shit gets out of hand, get in the backpack.
No, he got like, I don't know. He got into some weird shit on the bus. So I was talking to him about it, and I was kind of like, man, thinking to myself, whatever. You know, I want to give him one advice, but instead I gave him another, and we went in and talked to the principal, and I was like, you know, back in my day, like this would be a different scenario. Like, if I was my dad, I would be like, you need to go in there and fucking beat that kid's ass. Next time you see him, you smile at him, and then you beat the living shit out of him. Make sure he remembers you for the rest of his fucking life. never let him pick on you ever again, and make sure people see this.
Yeah.
Then they go, that motherfucker's crazy. I'm not touching him ever again. But we can't be having that in these days. And
That's what I don't understand.
The principal's like, what? I didn't swear, but I said something very similar, and she's like, well, we don't allow that now. And I go,
well, we should.
You should. Because that would be a good way to stop bullying. I don't know. Is the bully problem worse now than it was?
Well, I feel like they can get away with it more because there's no retribution.
No.
Or, like, sometimes if there was a smaller kid getting picked on by some bigger kids, then someone else would step up and be like, motherfucker, he obviously can't defend himself, and I'm going to defend him.
Right.
And now you're going to deal with me. So someone's going to fucking take care of that.
That's right.
One way or another. Fisticuffs. I don't advocate.
What the hell kind of word
Advocate and accuse people.
Wow. That's a new word.
But
I like it.
sometimes the fists can't work.
Is it like the hips?
Well, that's why I was advocating the wiffle ball bat, because I told you that story. Like, I used to get my ass kicked by this kid constantly. I don't know what grade I was in, maybe first. And for 2 weeks straight, I'd get in a fight with this motherfucker, come home with a bloody nose, like clockwork. I'd be fighting this kid. He's just so much bigger than me. And sometimes, like, my friend would be there. I'm like, can I get a little help? A little help. You know I'm going to get my ass kicked. My friend's like, my dad says you have to fight your own battles. Like,
what an asshole.
Okay, thanks.
Your dad's a dick.
Thanks. So after I've been getting my ass kicked a bunch, my friend got into a fight with him, and he goes, can you give me a little help? I'm like, well, yeah, your dad said you got to fight your own battles. So I watched my best friend get his ass kicked by this kid, too.
Wow.
So the one day, it's winter, and we have this big swimming pool. We live in an apartment complex. There's a pool there, and it's fenced in. So I had my wiffle ball and bat, and the kid asked me, he's like, oh, let me see the ball. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think this is going to end well. So he takes my ball, he throws it into the pool, and it's half frozen, so the water's down, and there's no way I'm going to get that ball back till summer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker, thinking, and I have the wiffle ball bat in my hands. I'm like, well, I guess I'm going to tee this motherfucker up. Crack! Right in the head. Ah! And,
did you hit him again?
No, because I think he ran home crying.
Oh, wow.
Like, I made the fucking bully cry.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the last time he ever picked on me. Like, after that, it was a level of respect. I mean, at that time, I couldn't do it with my hands, unfortunately, because I was too young to understand. And I just kept coming back for more and more until that day.
Huh.
But
interesting.
That's the point of, you need to rise up at some point and just deal with the bully one way or another. And then they will leave you alone. Or call the police.
Interesting, Matt.
Sure.
Strange advice you're giving out.
It's very mixed.
I like it, though.
It's very mixed.
I like it. Use wiffle bats are made of plastic.
You're not gonna,
plastic.
Especially in winter when it's solid, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's
shit's gonna hurt, but it ain't gonna permanently damage anybody.
No.
So you could stab a fool with a wiffle bat, maybe.
Maybe we should just give your kid a wiffle ball bat. That's all I'm saying. So, did you see the UFC 219 poster?
No.
Your thoughts on this? Pretty good, huh?
I'm
trying to scroll over here.
Excuse me. I'm getting.
We're actually using some color for a change.
I'm getting aroused. Cyborg looks like he has giant knockers, though. What's up with that?
I don't know why we can't have people with smiling faces. Like, I have these two
She's almost smiling,
beautiful ladies with these sour pusses. Just, So, you know what I did, Ingo? I updated it for you. How do you like the new look for you? You a big fan of that?
I like it.
I think you need smiley. I know it's a little Joker-esque.
I like it, man.
But I'll kick it up another notch, because I feel like with the ladies, you need to sell the sex a little bit. And tell me if this was the poster. Like, how do you like this? Hang on.
Oh, man.
What if that was the poster?
That looks nice right there. I like the Holly Holm. Wow.
50 million pay-per-view buys. 50 million if we can run this. Yeah. Let me run it. Let me just try it.
Make it better if Cyborg had the strap on right now, because that's what's going to happen most likely in this fight. Is it's going to be like Cyborg has a strap on and Holm is just going to have to take her licking. All right, it's going to have to take it.
Someone's taking a licking.
But you know what would be interesting if Holm shocks the world.
It could happen, but I feel Cyborg's too smart for her.
Probably.
At this stage in her career. What else we got going on? So there's some rumors floating around of Manny Pacquiao saying he's opened up talks with Conor McGregor to have a boxing match in April of next year. Mm-hmm. What are we doing here? Is this everyone trying to get on the McGregor train? And
I don't know that we see McGregor back in the cage ever again. If this is the kind of shit that they're talking about. That fight would sell a lot of favor if you make a lot. I think he makes another $100 million doing that.
I don't know, but would you watch that? Would you watch Conor in boxing again?
Yeah, I hate to say yes because I probably would.
Okay.
I really would, and I think a lot of people would. It's Manny Pacquiao, man.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel like I'm done with McGregor in boxing. I feel like it's the one and done, but you never know. If Dana White's talking about the Zuffa boxing, and we're gonna do that, I think starting in 2018. Then we had Nate Diaz saying the UFC offered me a title fight in any weight class. He says I'm cool, though I'm giving them a shot when they do something good. On to the next sport for now. And he followed it with a picture of some boxing gloves. What the hell is going on?
I don't know. As the Fedor.
We're fucking out now. Diaz is gonna box. Are we gonna do Diaz versus McGregor in boxing?
That would buy that.
I would buy that too.
But I think the guys are trying to make money, and if that's where the money is all of a sudden, because I wonder if the watered down factor of the UFC thing is translating into like this weird shit where we got boxing and people are dabbling, and even jiu-jitsu is growing a lot, like these tournaments and stuff. Because their guys are looking for other ways to make money.
Because I just read Gary Tonin said he's putting his BJJ career on hold and he's going to go fight in MMA, I guess, in one championship.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I know there's some money, but I think
leg lock master.
MMA, a little bit more, and then boxing, obviously, on the top end, a lot more. But, man, I don't know. I feel like this is a travesty to have, especially these kind of guys, like the Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz. I just wonder if this is some master plan of Zuffa that we're not privy to yet, that all these guys are holding out. So, I mean, if you're going to do a boxing match, is Zuffa or the UFC, are they going to use their fighters? Are we going to bring in outside guys and do the weird fights? Or is it going to be just total outside boxers?
Yes.
It's all the above,
yes.
I think. Huh. I don't know. I'm in for Nate Diaz versus McGregor in whatever, but if it's boxing, fucking Diaz all day.
Not grappling.
Diaz all day. Well, maybe just run the gauntlet. Like, okay, we've done MMA. Do you want to do boxing? Okay, let's do jiu-jitsu. We're going to do Zuffa jiu-jitsu next?
Zuffa jiu-jitsu.
We're going to buy, like, Eddie Bravo out and take all that shit?
Possible.
It's weird.
It is weird.
I don't know if I have any other news. Do you?
Nope, I'm good. I'm pretty...
Take a little look back through.
Locked up.
We saw that other thing. I don't know. I'll just mention that. Russia banned from the 2018 Winter Olympics for running a state-sponsored doping program.
Yep.
Fucking... That's weird. I don't...
It is
do you think it's going to actually stick?
I think it might. I don't know. I mean... Come on, it's Russia. Them in China, they're like the biggest culprits of this whole doping business.
Well, I would guarantee the USA, fucking every country is doping to some extent.
Sure.
Just who can do it better and without getting caught. And apparently they were... Joe Rogan had some guy on his podcast that was talking about the entire Russia doping scandal and how whoever was in charge of it, they were doing all sorts of crazy shit. And
really?
Holes in the wall, putting piss through a hole, give me clean piss. So it's like the person that was doing all the testing was in cahoots with all the Russian athletes and the Russian government.
Whoa.
So it's like from top to bottom, everybody involved was fucking dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know this.
It's crazy. Do some astronauts. Move
Nice.
right along. Breakneck speeds. My left ball hurts. Where in the world is Todd Duffee, Ingo? I was thinking about him the other day.
I thought he had that thing where he had a problem and then he came back.
Yeah, I thought he had something. They said some sort of a left shoulder surgery. You know, the last time he fought was when he fought Frank Mir and got knocked the fuck out. Remember that?
Yes.
Where they Frank Mir said he just bit down on his mouthpiece and was throwing bombs, and then Duffee goes down like a tree, just chopped down. Funk.
That was like 2 or 3 years ago, though.
July of 2015.
Yeah.
I would like to see a Francis Ngannou Todd Duffee fight.
Wow.
I don't think that one's going to happen.
No.
Aurelius Golden Massoy asks, do you think GSP played Dana and the UFC bosses?
Nah. I think it's a situation. If he was healthy, I think he would still be fighting. They're gonna pay him good money to fight. Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, do you think his injury or disease, did that come before or after the training? Like, do you think he knew about it prior to getting ready for this fight?
Maybe he did. I wonder if he did, so he can make some money.
Maybe. I mean, that's an easy fight for him.
Yeah.
I mean, on paper, when you look back at it, like, you can fight any middleweight champ. I want to fight Michael Bisping if I'm GSP versus the Luke Rockhold. 2, Ingo, can you play Weight in Vain by Bob Marley?
No, but I could learn it. Wait, let me write it down. Wait, this is a request, obviously. Thank you. I'll check it out. Wait in Vain.
Number 3, any giveaway shirts for Christmas, and can I have one? It says, have a great day, guys. We have shirts. Should we put a challenge on, though? Should we make new shirts?
Sure.
We can give you shirts. I have shirts. Well, a whole box. So I'll lay this question out. Would you want one of the shirts we have now? Or do you want to wait 30 days and see if we get an updated
30
one?
days.
I'll put a 30-day challenge on. That's on my plate.
Okay. Wow.
That's a tall order because I don't know if I could turn it in 30, but
I have some ideas.
let's do that. And at the end of 30, if we don't have them, just hit us up again and we'll get you one of the old ones.
What are you going to do with all these old shirts?
I don't know. When I have a party.
Jizz blankets.
You know what? You should get parting gifts for dates.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Hey.
Wait, do you only have large and extra large?
Good job.
I'm not dating these curvy asses.
Good job. Tap them on the shoulder.
Thank you.
Or the ass
Here's
on the
a
way
parting
out.
gift.
There you go.
A shirt.
Hey, thanks for playing.
A piece of chocolate.
Fuck yeah.
A mint.
I like that.
One of those Frango mints?
Yeah, sure. Or what's the other one? The Fannie Mae candies.
Oh, fuck. I know what you're talking about.
Mint meltaways.
That's it.
Sure.
And a t-shirt.
And a t-shirt.
Awesome.
See?
I think
We're going
this would go
places.
over well.
Yeah. Jared Christensen asks, he says, GSP, McGregor, and the Diaz brothers really seem to be getting under Dana's skin lately. What UFC fighter does the boss man hate dealing with the most? Those are my choices? It's not McGregor. I think they like dealing with him the most because he makes him the most money. So he's willing to take care of it. I think it's Diaz, no?
Gotta be Diaz brothers, yeah.
Because they're just difficult. They're totally non-company. Don't show up to press conference. I think that's well, Nate hasn't done that, but Nick has.
Yeah.
I'm just semi-crazy. Oh, like there was another question. I missed one. Hang on. I done fucked one person over, I think. Sorry, I'll find it next week. Rodrigo Machado, close it out. It's time. Pound sign nuts roll. Pound sign mate rape train. Matt rape train. Fucked up. Pound sign Ingo sugar daddy. Pound sign nice cover Ingo.
Oh, thanks.
You're the budding rock and roll star.
Maybe. I got more. Just wait. I got some Ed Sheeran for that ass. I got an Ed Sheeran song. I think it's pretty fucking awesome. Can't wait to.
Sweet. Just wait until him and I start doing stuff together.
Oh,
2019.
Off the hook. We need a good name for it, though. Oh. Got so many ideas for that. I'm like, just writing it down.
I'm working on some shit. He's working on some shit.
It's gonna be crazy.
Just wait. It's like you put that peanut butter and chocolate together.
We're coming to. Where's he from? Brazil?
Platinum. Yes.
We're coming to you. Concert live. Matt and Ingo.
All right. We're coming to your hometown.
You have to learn how to play the banjo though.
Is that difficult? I don't know.
I don't know. It's only 4 strings.
Can't be. Isn't the bass 4 strings?
Yeah, banjo's different.
Ching ching.
Whatever.
We got to pick each finger though. That's a problem. That is a problem. Would you rather travel the world for a year on a shoestring budget, or stay in only one country for a year but live in luxury? Tough question.
Do I get to pick the country?
Sure.
Luxury!
Yeah.
Give me luxury. I want to be fed grapes while my feet are rubbed and my balls are stroked and my cock is being...
I just want lobsters, Ingo.
That's all you... This is your only dreams, lobsters?
Yeah, that's all. Me and a bunch of live lobsters living in the life of luxury with some infinity pool looking out over some luxurious thing. And we're smoking cigars, hanging out on the patio.
Lobsters are smoking cigars?
Yeah, Cubans, you know, they like them.
Are they Cuban lobsters?
Yeah, why not? They speak in tongue like, Chinga tu madre, cabrón! Hijo de la chingada! Yeah, I love it. It's all good. Yeah. Oh, the fun we would have, me and my lobster friend.
Okay.
I'd call one Ronnie.
Ronnie the lobster.
Yes, that's right. Okay. I don't know why Ronnie. Seems efficient.
Fitting for a lobster.
Yes. Actually. Would you rather travel the world for a year, all expenses paid, or have $50,000 to spend on whatever you want?
Travel the world a year.
Yeah.
That's the easy one.
That's way more expensive.
Fuck yeah.
Would you rather always feel like someone is following you, but no one is, or actually have someone following you?
That's weird.
If it's a lobster, I want them actually following me, and I want it like Shane Carwin size.
Whoa, that's
like
crazy.
A Shane Carwin size.
So creepy.
Or, wait, a horse-sized lobster follow me all the time, or 1,000 the other way around.
Okay, that's strange.
1,000 lobsters.
You're a strange man.
They're horses.
1,000 lobsters. I'd rather have actually somebody following me. The feeling of someone following you all the time would be weird.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck you up. Fuck, marry, kill, celebrity edition number 5. All right, here we go. Sigrid Agren.
Oh, she looks dirty.
Looks like heroin is my friend.
It kind of does.
Like covering up her arm. I just drilled one in here.
Okay.
Shu Qi. Like Queef King. And then we have Deborah Ann Woll. I'm trying to find like a dirty picture of her. She was on that True Blood show. You never watched.
These are tough. I did not watch that. What if I don't want to choose?
All my money goes on to this last one.
You gonna fuck, marry, and kill her?
all at the same time.
Okay.
I want no part of number 2.
Marry and then kill. That's
I don't
in the
have
right
enough
order.
heroin.
You fuck, you marry, then you kill. Good job.
Yep.
I mean, Shu Qi is not bad, but I give that a shot.
It's the body. You need to eat 10 more cheeseburgers a day.
You like voluptuous.
Yeah, I could go with an extra 10 on you.
Curvy.
I'll be all right with that.
Man, likes them thick.
This one's like the juiciest out of all of them, so that's why she wins.
Yeah.
Okay, knowledge for this week?
I don't.
I do. Did you hear when the release schedule for Game of Thrones is?
I didn't. I've been waiting to hear it. Have they announced it?
Oh, yeah. You'll be very happy. 2019.
What?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know, but they just said it's going to be 2019.
2 years.
I forget who said that. Sansa, maybe?
Kit Harington.
Ah, my God. They have us by the balls. That's why they do this.
They
know it's the last season, so let's just string this fucker out. There's no rush. How many episodes were they doing? Like 6 or 7? But they're long fucking episodes.
12
each
hours
one's like a movie.
Okay, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
They need to get them all done.
Well, I think they're trying to stretch it along, too, because if you know it's the last season and you know everyone's still going to watch, why not stretch it a little bit? Because it used to come out in, what, April of every year?
April, May.
And then this last one got pushed.
June, July.
Like, oh, fucking seasons aren't right. We got to wait. And, you know, blah, blah, blah. Suck a dick. Whatever.
2019, that's a shame.
No, it's so disappointing. Those are the things we look forward to in life. It's like
Yes.
Game of Thrones.
Love that show.
What else is going on in your life? You're pretty busy lately, right?
Do you want me to talk about this?
You don't have to.
Okay.
It's
I've been dating a little bit, so
It's up to you.
you know, there's some sites out. Not Tinder. That's
No.
crazy ass people on Tinder.
Grinder, right? That's your thing.
No, I don't know what that is, but
It's a gay app. The gays.
yeah.
I think. I don't know anything about
I'm
that.
not part of the gays culture. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not me. But I've been dating a little bit, dating sites, and you know, it's been fun. It's been interesting. I think I've gone a little overboard. If anyone's out there doing this thing, I think you will. I think at some point, at least all of you who are doing this will probably have been like, "Whoa, I have too many dates lined up." So it's a problem. I'm working on it. I might have to go see somebody. It's a little bit out of control. It's just a hair.
Well, that's what he was telling him, and we got another friend that's getting into this dating game that I'm gonna start amping up the stakes. Like this month, here's your goal. Here's what needs to happen. This month, you need a tar and feather a chick.
There's probably a term for that.
I know. This month, you can't pay for any meals.
Oh, that would be a fun one.
I mean, we're gonna have to mix up the
Would you do
game.
that? I was thinking when you said that, I was like, I pretend I don't. I'm like, oh my god, I forgot my wallet.
Every fucking day, you gotta go on a bunch of dates with them too. And like, this is the damnest thing. I forgot my fucking wallet again. Again.
Listen, I'll get it next time. Can you just take care of this?
It'll all work out. Just trust me. You'll be that guy.
Oh, what if you get sex after still? What if that works?
I'm telling you, you will. It doesn't matter. I don't
like,
think it matters.
You're like, what the hell? This guy never pays for anything. Why am I sleeping with him? I don't know.
He's too good. I just gotta take it.
Total alpha.
Yep.
Yeah, these chicks out there are crazy. They don't know what they want, Matt. Unfortunately.
Well, you're the man to let them know what they don't
want. Yeah.
I want to be tarred and feathered. Yes, you do. I don't want to do this.
How would I do this? What would be the tar part?
You want to
do
the
feathers are easy. What would I use for tar?
You need a sticky substance, so probably a chocolate pudding.
He's thought this
and you could probably have a down pillow that you could slash open, and it starts with a pillow fight. It's like, all right, I got an idea. I'm gonna cover you in chocolate pudding. We're gonna get a little crazy tonight.
Oh
I got these down pillows. Let's have a pillow fight afterwards, and then the next thing you know, the pillow broken up. You've just tarred and feathered it, Ingo.
Can it be?
And I need pictures, because this is one thing I will not take a word for. I'm going to need a picture of a tar and feather ring.
Picture. This would be hilarious on a first date.
Oh my God! You may win like 3. I'll give you 3 months of wins if you do this. 3 months of wins. Right
but
there.
if a girl would let you do that to her on the first date, you may never be able to get rid of her.
True.
If she would be like, I found my match.
You know what? I'm gonna have to post a bounty then too. Like there'll be a monetary incentive for whoever of my friends can accomplish said goal first within the month. Picture verified on some, other word verified on others.
Okay.
And yeah,
Hard and feathered, bro. That's crazy. But
well, that was just off the mind. Just give me some time to think about it.
I'm not saying that's a bad idea.
I'm just like, hey, what's fucked up? It's pretty fucked up. It's not good.
I bet you there's somebody out there who has this fetish. I'm sure it's a thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
For sure.
There's people that dress up as what is it, furry fucking things, like animals.
Yeah.
Some people wear tails. I'm sure there's people that want to be tarred and feathered.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. What?
Amputees.
Oh, stop it.
Amputees.
We could go crazy.
I know. I'm gonna stop it right now. Shut it down, Ingo.
Oh, I have some ideas.
Shut it down.
I don't know if our other friend's gonna be up for the challenge though.
It's all going down.
Okay.
2018. We got money. We're gonna put it out there.
We're all going to hell.
Nope.
That's been this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name is Ingo.
Matt Griffith. Thanks for playing.